Locked in episode 6. I'm going to make this one short and sweet for you guys. The numbers are getting bigger in the agency, which is very, very helpful. But I'm not going to share them until the end because that's just cooler and I can flex more and everything like that. Getting into it though. The structure, if you guys are new here, this is kind of how it goes down. I'm going to go over what was happening like last 2 weeks, what's been happening the past 2 weeks, the progress on like what I was trying to accomplish, and then my goals for the next 2 weeks. Now, I know this is later than it should have been. I'm recording this on Monday. I was supposed to upload it on Saturday, and the whole locked-in thing is like keeping me accountable, whatever. But trust me, when you see what's been happening on the back end and when everything pans out and you see what's happened, you will understand why this is late. However, it shouldn't have happened. I was still on Instagram for like more than it would take to get this done, right? Okay, cool. So previous 2 weeks, February 10th to February 24th, this is what happened. There was only $3,000, but this is because there was zero emphasis on sales at all. Like I did not want to sell anything. The entire focus of this was I felt burnt out from sales the time before when I closed 10K in that week. And then after that, I didn't want to close anymore. So I put all of my focus into training and onboarding and testing new closers and making sure that I had intros all day, every day to feed these people the food they needed to eat, right? Demo calls. And I was also on my phone way too much, so I put my phone on grayscale, and that's what helped me out. So it was only $3,000 in the previous period, and not much came of that. Wasn't super helpful. The progress in my agency right now, again, not too much. We worked on getting our show rates up, getting prospects bought in. They were just ready at it as making sure they were actually like really qualified people for these people to be at. So you could see we had a lot of intro calls, and this is just my calendar, not even my closer's calendar. Closer took first few calls. We did some call reviews. We got a lot more demos, took a lot more intros. Like this right here is like 8 demos, I think, and they're more towards the bottom that I actually had to take because my closer quit. But luckily, because all our Slack systems were built out, I was just able to take those. And I closed a lot of them for more money than I was closing for before, which is helpful because that sales training I invested in the last video is paying off, which is nice. Even though I don't like sales, I think it's dumb, but gotta do it. Here's sales training, Slack systems, and then we made a lot of bones. That's good. Now, progress in my life was actually a lot more than it had been previously. So my phone, where's my phone? Still in grayscale. Everything's in grayscale, and it's been allowing me to lock in a lot more. I went to San Diego, which is where one of my family members lives, my uncle lives, and he had kind of gave me the rundown of like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you need to make this work. And I was like, no, I'm still in school. Like, I live at my parents' house. Like, it's fine. It doesn't need to work. And he's like, what happens if it doesn't? Like, you're going to get a degree and work at McDonald's. Like, what happens then? It's like, damn. Like, my backup plan is like a depressing life. Like, that's not an option. Like, it doesn't even matter. So we needed to lock in. So I started going to the gym way more because last time I was not going to the gym a lot. I think I got to like 8-9 days in a row. And then I started doing calisthenics and I got really busy. But then like when things get busy, like I just need to make a gym more of a priority. But it was more than it was before. So it's an improvement. It's not the best, but it's good. Dinners got more expensive. So I realized I like that kind of thing. And I did it because it's free. It doesn't matter. So here I went to dinner with my friend. Usually we go to like cheap places. Like just the two of us, it was like $80 or something. But it's fine because there's more money. And then right here in the bottom we got some like a fat Wagyu steak, some potatoes and like tomatoes. I don't know why they were tomatoes, but they were good. And I focused a lot more on only doing things that are going to make me happy or get me closer to where I want to be. And if it wasn't that, I stopped doing it. So I spent a lot more time outdoors playing basketball with my boy Jack, a bunch of other stuff to just like take my dog on a walk, just chill things to keep me sane during this time. And I also stopped doing things that didn't value my time. Because I used to have like these always like free Discord calls that were super, super helpful. And no one joined them. There was no sort of respect. No one would like actually make progress with their life. And I just didn't like surrounding myself with that kind of people who weren't like winning or trying to win. So I launched a new version of my Discord called Levi's Group, and the calls are still at the same time. So essentially, what's happening with my Discord now is there's the current Discord, which you can go and you can tag me in the chat. You can ask me any questions you want. I just don't jump on calls in there. There's my boy Ahmed. He's going to be taking calls every Saturday if you want to join and ask him questions. He's good in the agency space too. It's just not me. But then there's Levi's group, which is the secondary group, and it's in that same Discord. So once you join and you type and you want to level up, you submit an application on a website, and then you fill out a form. And then if I look at it and I want you in there, then I'll accept you. And then if you're dumb, I'll kick you. And it's nice because it's paid, and I don't have to spend time with people who aren't winning, that I don't need to spend time with. Whereas in the free one, like there was just a lot of like retards in there that were just like were not beneficial to my life. And in Levi's group, I'm super, super selective, and it's just helpful, like for me. Like I realize my time is valuable. I can actually help these people, and I'm seeing a change in myself because of that. Because I'm really realizing, like, damn, like I am like actually good, like it's a cool feeling. So it's like for my mindset more than the money. Lessons that I learned. This is always a big part of it. This is something that's super helpful. I realized the biggest problem was my mindset because I didn't care about money. Everyone who'd scaled past me had cared about money. They had a reason. They had like something that they needed to do this for. And I didn't because I thought I had time. But like I said, that was solved by all those, things my uncle had told me. Again, I need to make this work or else. Like it doesn't matter if I have a degree or not or whatever. And I'm also reading this book called Reality Transurfing right here. I'm like 30 pages into it. I gave up reading it. Like I got like 10 pages in. I was like, nah. I spent like $70 on the book. And then I bought an audiobook for like $20 just so I didn't have to read it. And I'm like another 20 pages into that. But just already, like just realizing that like thoughts are like a physical thing that can turn into just like the like physical tangible items is really cool. If you understand the book, if you've read it already, like and you know me, just like text me or like DM me about like what you got out of it, because I'm really like it's taking a long time and I just want to see like how it helped you because I know it's been helpful. Um this is happy and sad. Happy if I do good, sad if I don't do good inputs. I'm still sad if I have money and no good inputs, happy if I don't make money and do good inputs. That's what I learned, right? L's. So this is Chris. I procrastinated a lot. There were a lot of things that I could have gotten done on the spot, but I just kept pushing them off because, like, oh, I don't want to do that right now. I'm tired. Doesn't matter how I feel, right? I didn't have solid deep work time blocks where I just had like a certain thing I needed to get done for the company. That just didn't happen. Like, it was not helpful. I didn't dial new leads. I felt too busy, which is BS. I mean, I was busy, but like that means I burnt like what I'm spending $100 a day. So like $1,000 is just gone. So I didn't call them. It's unfortunate. And then I wasn't organized, meaning like there's just too much stuff going on, and I wasn't able to like compartmentalize in my head. Like, okay, this is what's happening right now. Check this off the list. Go into the next section, and that was not beneficial for me. My goal for the next 2 weeks. Sorry, I'm kind of speeding through this. I just need to get this video out. I need a very, very strict schedule. I need to make my partner my CSM just so I have time to do everything else I need to do. It just makes more sense for him to do it because he's training the ISAs and he's getting all that stuff done. I need to get a setter or a closer. Like, I can't keep doing both. Like, something needs to work. Right now, we have another guy, potentially very good. He is promising so far. But if not, then I'm closing, and I'm just going to get a crack setter. I'll pay whoever I need to pay to get someone who's really good, just so I don't have to deal with this anymore. Because if I'm just taking 3 calls a day, like, I'm closing 1 or 2 of those, right? ISAs are fully trained, just so business partner can go to Europe. And we're getting more testimonials just to like help with that, improve our own mindset, the mindset of the team, everything. Like less for sales. I don't even use them in sales. Also stay organized. And if I'm going to do something, it's like, will this get me closer to either happy or money? And if not, then I don't do it. To a certain degree, you always have some responsibilities that, keep you fulfilled, and you got to do those as well. Also, pushing inputs really, really hard. That was the whole point of this series. And now that I've been doing that, and not even the right inputs, but just not doing the wrong inputs, has helped my life more than anything else ever has. So, just like things like the grayscale on my phone, stuff like that. It's like crazy. Um, what else we got? Cool. Subscribe. If you want to join the Discord, it's still free. Ahmed will still do those calls on Saturdays. He is great. You can ask him whatever questions you want. But for me, just for my own mindset, like I can't be doing these for free anymore. Like, you can submit an application. I might accept you. You're not charged if I don't accept you, and it's cool. And also, no offense if I don't accept you. Like, it's just like I can't be helping everyone at the same time. So subscribe. DM me on Instagram if you want access to the Discord. The free one, the paid one, they're the same thing. It's just if you want to pay. And then let me see. Yeah, sorry if I haven't responded to your DM. I DMs take me a long time, so I'll get to it. But other than that, we're locked in, we're dialed, and this next video is gonna be it's gonna be cool. The next few videos are gonna be cool. There's a lot of stuff happening. You'll see why I posted this video late, but